Okay. Start, yeah. Okay, so this is your multimeter. If you're going to use it to measure resistance, for example, to check your wires, right? You need to use the middle terminal and
I said not enough.
okay, hold it.
No, hold it.
You hold it.
Okay. You can see that?
I can see it.
Okay, you can use the middle terminal and the right terminal to measure resistance. So can you see there are many scales here? Can you see this is ohm?
Very good, sir. Cannot see.
Now?
Cannot. Go nearer, go nearer. Zoom. Okay.
So you want to measure resistance, you use this part. So this when you turn to this side, this is actually an ohm meter. That means if they ask you to use an ohm meter, right? That means when you turn your multimeter into this kind of setting, that means it measures resistance. So this is an ohm meter. Alright? So if let's say you turn to 2K, can you see 2K?
Yes.
Alright, 2K means whatever readings you see on the display here is in kilo ohm. That means if you see like 1.2, that means it's 1.2 kilo ohm. You understand that? Because you turn to 2K. Alright, if you turn to 20K, like this, it means all the readings are in K, but the maximum you can read up to 20. That means if you get 4.5, it's also 4.5 kilo. That means you don't times 20, you know. The 20 in front shows you the maximum resistance you can measure only, but it's still in kilo. Okay now, but to test the wire, usually we use the 200 ohm with the sound symbol there. Can you see that? So you just have to touch two terminals like this, then you can check whether the wire is working. Now, if you hear the beep, then it's working lah. You understand that?
Try for you. Try left and middle.
Huh?
Left and middle.
Left?
Left and middle.
Okay, left and middle is for what? I tell you lah. Hold on. So what you use for the middle and the right is besides measuring resistance, you can also use to measure voltage. Can you see voltage? Voltage, So usually, if you how many volts they will tell you in the exam lah. Okay, we will set it. The supervisor will tell you what to set it. For example, you set to 20. Can you see this 20 here? 20, can you see 20?
Yeah.
So that means all the readings are in volts or not kilo lah. Understand that? So the range usually you have is 220 lah. So that means if the cell you're using is only one cell, 1.5 volt, then we may tell you to set to 2 volts because the maximum is only 2 volts. If the cell is three cells in series, then maximum 4.5, right? Then they'll ask you to set to 20 volts. Because 20 here maximum, it means the maximum voltage you can measure. Understand that? And for these two terminals, the middle is always negative, the right is always positive. Do you understand that? Okay? So that's how you do it. For resistance, there's no polarity. But for volt, if you're using as a voltmeter, make sure this is negative, this is positive. Okay? Now you can use it to measure current as well. You can use this setting. Can you see? Can you see current? Ampere? Right. So you can use it to measure the black color readings only. Can you see all the black color readings? Like for example, now I'm turning to 20 milli. Can you see 20 milli? So you can, or 2 milli or 200 micro. You can see that. So all these will read. For example, you turn to here 2 milli. That means whatever reading you see on the screen will be in milli. Alright, and the maximum you can get is 200 milli lah. Oh, sorry, 2 milli. Sorry, 2 milli lah. If you set to here, that is the maximum 200 milli lah you can measure, but all in milliampere. But if you want to measure big current, right, you cannot use this setting because your fuse will blow. Inside the multimeter here, there's a tiny fuse at the back here, alright, which if you exceed, let's say you're measuring 200 milli, if you exceed 200 milli, usually the fuse will blow lah. Alright, so if you want to measure large current, usually what they will tell you is to put to, can you see the 10 ampere red color? So that is when you switch the terminal from the right to the left. Because can you see the terminal on the left is red color, the 10 ampere? That means you can restart to 10 ampere. So for large current, we use these two, where this is still positive, left is positive, the middle is still negative. Then you use this setting, and whatever reading you get here is in ampere, not milli. You understand? Because it's in 10 ampere. That means the maximum reading is 10 ampere. So that's how you use it to measure resistance, voltage, and current. That's all.